that anywhere you have an encounter with God, an encounter, something that really changes your life, you raise an altar at that specific spot. Now, I'm not telling you to, start putting rocks and stones together and have a physical, altar. I'm telling you that you develop a consecration based on that encounter that you had. So you can say that, oh, because I had an encounter, maybe it was on Sunday at around 3 p.m. Something took place. Now, you can decide that every Sunday at about 3 p.m. you'll be praying for 1 hour. Why? Because of the encounter that you had. Yeah. You understand? So you basically, what you have done there is you have raised an altar, and on that altar you offer something. It costs you. It will cost you something, because there's no business at the altar if it didn't cost you anything. Yes. So at the very least, it will cost you your time. So you commit your time every Sunday at 3 p.m. And man, as soon as you commit to that thing, you'll be amazed how opposition comes. Programs. Things will show up, situations, children that got to go to the hospital. Well, if it's not this, it's that, it's the other. You will fight then to keep that commitment. And that's how you really begin to realize that there is a real spiritual war. Because right there at that 3 p.m., right at that specific moment, other programs are showing up. And they're showing up with power. So that just tells you right there that not only are those spirits aware, other spirits aware that you have a consecration, but they are trying to distract you from keeping it. Yes. Because spirits understand the language of commitment. Yeah. They don't understand the language of, I'm late. In fact, the idea of even being late, it's something that's very, very human. Spirits don't tolerate that nonsense. Yes. Once you make a commitment, you keep your commitment. So much so that Abraham was told by God to circumcise all his boys. Yes. Now, when Moses had a child with Jethro's daughter, yes, he forgot, or he left out, or he neglected to circumcise the boy. It was God who was coming to kill Moses. He said God sought to slay Moses, sought to kill Moses. Yeah. And what happened? His wife quickly took a stone and circumcised the boy and threw the foreskin at Moses and said, "You are a bloody man to me," In other words, that's what she had to do to save his life. Otherwise, he was dying, man. He was a dead man. Yet God, he's God's servant. Yeah. But that's the nature of the covenant, a spirit. You don't make an agreement with the spirit and fail to keep it. You're joking. Because with altars, there are covenants. Of course. Yeah, you cannot have an altar and there's no covenants on that altar. Yeah. So God is a covenant keeping God. It's on those altars that you covenant your children. It's on those altars that you covenant your business. It's on those altars that you covenant your marriage. You covenant everything that you hold dearly on that altar. That altar. So, and every covenant has a definite consecration. What is the payment for this covenant? To seal this deal, there must be something. There must be an exchange. What is the covenant? What is the token of your covenant? Yes. So, like me, when I covenant my children, I tell God they will serve you. Because that's a covenant. I'm dedicating them so that the enemy does not touch them. They are covered, they are protected. In exchange, they will serve you. When Hannah was praying for her son. Welcome, guys. How are you this morning? And she entered into a covenant. It's in Kenya. It's around 9:23. Once you open my womb, yes, and I'm opening my business. Welcome. I'll bring this child back to like my video, guys, and I would wish to know who's watching. And if you are in business, you tell me what you do in the morning when you wake up. Yes, what is your routine when you wake up in the morning? I would wish to know. Welcome. How do you like the video? Let's get open this business. And I'm listening. Yeah, I'm a Christian, so I love to listen to Erica. I don't know whether you are seeing her. It is life is spiritual. And she's called Elika Mukisa. Yes, she was a witch, and she was delivered from witchcraft, and she usually give her testimonies. So
So you can go to her YouTube channel and see and get to hear her testimony. It's a really big testimony, and it's going to change your life because you'll get to understand that life is spiritual. Like I remember last week, my husband came with some gifts. Yes, very good, very properly wrapped gifts, and so I was asking him where he got the gifts. And there are companies that usually do that, like in the beginning of the year, they give you gifts. But I was so even we because there were chocolate sweet things, so we rushed. There were chocolate cake, there were chocolate, there were some cakes, and there was some like a card of hold, a very nice properly lapped banquet. There were some flowers, very nice decorations. So we rushed to eat them, and I was asking them, did you like pay for this? Did you pray for these chocolates that you are eating? And by then we had already eaten. So I was telling Impaka, I told him, from next year, don't come with those things because you don't know, especially because this, I don't know whether I'll sound like, but the gifts they had come from medians, and you know like what they do, those gifts, they love those gifts, and maybe they put to their idols. So when you take those gifts and you don't even pray over them, I don't think it's a good thing. So I told him next year I don't want those things in the house. They are really nice. They are very properly wrapped, very beautiful. You don't even think about praying because they are so mouth-watering. But then, as a Christian, do you pray for those things, or you just take those things and you eat? And those decorations, they are really amazing. Even I still have them. I've been praying, and I've been praying over them, and I was even wondering, do I take all of them and throw them away? Yes, yes, I've been thinking about that because life is spiritual. So if you listen to Erica Mukisa, yes, she was a witch. She was initiated as a young girl by 8 years, but she became delivered, and her journey to deliverance was not easy. Yes, it was warfare for her to be delivered. For her, just go guys in her channel. She's called Elika Mukisa Kimani. She's married to Babu. If you are Kenyan, you know Babu. Babu is a former secular musician. So even him, he has a story, and it's yeah, your life is going to be changed. You're not going to be seeing things at face value. No, you're not going to be living your life like. Let me first. Let me first mute this. You're not going to be living your life just like that. No, life is spiritual, guys. Yes, life is spiritual. You'll have to make sure that you pray. Even me, like now they are challenging me, like when I open my business, I make sure like I pray. Yes, I pray for my business. Sometimes you just take things for granted. You say, I prayed last night, so I'm not going to pray this morning. No. Yeah, yeah, they help you they help you to like to be awake spiritually and know that life is spiritual. Yeah, there are so many things happening. You need to be awake always spiritually. So guys, I would wish to know, what do you do when you wake up in the morning? Yes, like for example, if you work in those, like I was the other time I was thinking, I remember there was this time the Chinese, they were building roads in Kenya, and they would go like in the village areas, they were building roads, and these guys, they will like take a lot of pigs, and they will dig a big hole. They'll put the pigs there and they burn the pigs. And in most cases the pigs were being burned alive. So we could see the videos in the media of pigs screaming in pain, being burnt. And I was asking myself, do our leaders know whatever it is happening? Because that is why we have been like We have been always been colonialized. We have been Kiingereza ni ngumu. I'm missing the words. That is why you see like in our Kenya, the wealth, even if they are Kenyans that who have the money, but majority of the wealth is in the hand of Indians mostly. The good businesses, they are in the hands of the Indians. And now, if Chinese can come into your country and create altars, and you, it's like you are seeing, it's not like you are seeing and you are doing nothing about it, guys. We are going to be like, we can say we are free, but we are not free. We are free. We say we are free, but we are not free because the wealth of our nation, you don't need to be told in whose hearts it is. So, guys, so for me, that's a challenge. So, I remember I told my husband, I don't want those things in this house. I'm thinking of even burning those two flowers, and they are very nice, guys. If you see them, they are nice. They are nice even when you put them in your house. They are very decorative. But then when you think maybe these things they had been put in those altars before they are distributed to you, then you think these are things, as much as they are not, they are beautiful, they should not be in your house. So that was just a thought. Yes, I hope I won't love anybody wrongly, but that's a thought. Life is spiritual, guys. So, guys, make sure that you check Elika Mukisa out. Yes, check her out. Her testimony will change your life. Even Babu, I don't know whether you heard the testimony of Babu, and as he was narrating it, he was saying that he was a musician and he got he got a girl a girlfriend, and so and this girlfriend, it's like she was in that other kingdom, but this guy he never got to know. So this girl tells her they go to the US and they go to this shop that I think they were selling things of week. It was like a bookshop or a supermarket, I don't know. And so he was told that he was to enter into a deal, and but even though he was not a Christian, he refused. He refused, but since that time, it became a battle for his life, because even when he could be like in the house alone, he would hear voices telling him, "What do you want? Do you want power? Do you want money? What do you want?" A voice from nowhere tells him, "Do you want power or do you want money?" And it would bother him. So after like a while, I think I don't know, he got somebody and he went to coast, and I'm cutting the story short. You can watch their testimony, you hear the whole story. So he goes to coast and he fight this babu. This like muganga. In Kenya we call them muganga. And this muganga was to perform a ritual on him. He was told like to buy a whole camel that was costing like 100,000, and he was not doing well by then. So at night, so the Mugaga was in the ocean killing the camel. He was in the hotel in the coast in Mombasa, and he was sitting there. He started losing consciousness. And he started feeling asleep, and he was trying to chase this feeling of, I think I think whatever was happening here there and was affecting him, and he was just about to lose like consciousness. But he called a pastor, and that pastor called him, and that pastor prayed over him. And after praying over him, he told him, just get out of Mombasa and come back. Yeah, it's a really big story. As a Christian, it's going to build you, and you're not going to be taking life just like that, guys. No, you're not going to be taking life just like that. Like when you open this business, you make sure that you pray. Yes, you pray, you pray, you sanctify your business, because life is spiritual, guys. Yes, we do not just live. No, life is spiritual. So, guys, make sure you go and check Elika out, Elika Mukisa and Babu. You can even search for Babu if you forget the name. Check Babu. You're going to see their testimony. So I'm opening my business, guys, and I bought some stock yesterday. I want to unbox together. So let me, maybe I should put this. You listen a little as I open, I remove things outside for display. And thank you for coming, guys. Try to like the video, and I would wish to know who is watching. And I'm asking this morning, what do you do when you wake up? When if you are a business person like me, what do you do when you wake up? Do you just do you wake up? You take your breakfast. Yes, you be full. You come here. You wash. I don't know what you do. Do you pray? Do you pray for your business, guys? What do you do when you wake up? And
Keeps those
even
two
even
areas of
when
the
you are,
covenant,
like, for
the
example, when
power
you are
will keep flowing
employed,
through.
like when you are employed, do you pray even for that business, for the place you are employed? Do you pray? Yes, do you pray, guys? Do you pray for even the bosses? Do you pray even for that environment? Because sometimes, even in Kenya, like for example, we have seen people who have been employed in these organizations. You got employed, but it's like your mind never think about anything else. The only thing you're only thinking that the money that you get. Yes, like for example, I remember another girl. She was telling me that she is employed. She was selling, I don't know, she was selling shoes, and she was saying, and I was asking her, is there business? Is there a lot of business there? And she was saying, as long as I'm paid. And I was like, as long as you're paid, as long as you're paid, that means you do not have a vision even for yourself. You don't have a vision for yourself, even for that business. You don't have a vision for your life, guys. So that's what I'm asking. Do you pray for wherever you are employed? Do you pray for your business? Do you pray that where you are working, maybe doors open, business increase, so that even you can get promotion? Do you pray even for God maybe to open doors? Because you do not want to be like a slave. You don't want to be working the whole of your life. You start working for an Indian when you are in your 20, and you are going home when you are 70 with nothing. And in most cases, guys, those people, they usually go home with nothing. So you pray wherever you work, guys. You pray even for God to like open your eyes, for God to for God even like to change your perspective in life. Do you play? Do you pray? What's your vision for your future, guys? So let me open my business. You be telling me there in the comment section, what do you do when, like, you are going to your workplace? What do you do? So I'll leave this here for a while. You'll be listening. And guys, go check this girl out. You'll never take life at face value. No. Life is spiritual, guys. Life is spiritual.
Keeps those two areas of the
So let
covenant,
me open
the
the
power will
business
keep
itself.
flowing through the altar. Yes. But the moment he violates one area of that covenant, it's finished. The power suddenly stops flowing. Yes. And you can tell that Samson was not a very big man in terms of muscles. Why? Because even if you're asking, where does this guy get his power from? That means that Samson was a skinny guy. He was just a skinny, normal looking guy. But when the spirit comes upon him, they couldn't understand, where does this guy get this kind of power? That means he wasn't a muscle man. Yeah. He wasn't a giant. Yeah. He was just a slim looking, normal looking guy with very long hair. And then we surprised locks. So it was like dreadlocks. And powerful people don't look like you don't see it. Like my grandmother would terrorize the village, and when people were sending people to come to her, they were expecting to find a big woman. She was shorter than very small and very light skinned and beautiful. So you would find the opposite. But what the things they have told you that woman is doing, you expect to find a big, huge, black, maybe dark skinned, with all kinds of paint in the face. No, very light skinned, short, small mama. But when she says, you will see terrorist. So the people who do exploits don't look like the exploits. Samson was looking like any normal person, but there's a covenant on his life. There's a covenant, and that covenant is why he has that strength. And there are rich people, their wealth is not just
use an altar for their wealth. They keep sacrificing the people they love. They keep sacrificing their children. They sacrifice their wives. They sacrifice for that wealth to stay with them. There's a covenant. Now, we as Christians, Jesus has already paid the price. We don't have to do so much, to attain. But all we need to do is to be obedient to the word of God. And how do you know what God is saying? You have to get time and spend it in his word and know. So guys, what God we are unboxing. There is no shortcut this morning. And I would wish to know who's watching, guys. So guys, life is spiritual. So guys, we are doing unboxing. We are doing unboxing this morning. So guys, the first one is this. This is my dog. It's heavy. Oh, this is my dog. Yes, if you are in construction, you become matok. So I bought matok. Guys, welcome and kindly like my video. We are unboxing today, and we're also talking about what you do when you wake up in the morning, like when you go to your workplace. Do you pray for your business? Do you pray for your boss? Do you pray for that? So this is matok, guys. Yes, this is I bought yesterday. So we are unboxing the stock. One thing about business, you never even keep money. Anytime you make a sale, you are thinking of what else to like stock in the business. And I'll be pricing them because of whenever like I'm not here, my children they can sell. So guys, what do you do when you wake up in the morning? Do you play for your workplace? Do you pray for the business of your boss, or what do you do? Guys, and I would wish to know who's watching, guys, so that I can say hi. Do you pray for your boss? Those are mattox. I have these are hammers. I'll be and because this is a small business, I buy a little quantity when I get the money available, and yes, with the money available, and when that gets finished or it's almost nearly finished, I buy more. Yes, so those are hammers. I have these are brushes. These are brushes. These are brushes, guys. These are paint brushes. I make sure I price them so that when I'm not here, so do you pray for your bosses, guys? Do you pray for your bosses? All majority of us don't give a damn. You, as long as you get your money, like my friend was telling me, as long as I get paid. But then, what about the future of that business? If that business goes down, you become jobless. I think it's it's good to pray for your bosses. Yes, I think it's good to pray for your bosses because even if he's not going to employ you like forever, he's feeding you and your family at that particular moment. So I think it's good to pray for your bosses. So personally nowadays I'm making it. I'm trying to be deliberate to be praying even before like I open. I make sure that I say a word of prayer, even for my business, because I do not want to work in vain. I do not want to work in vain. So thank you for hanging. Thank you for hanging with me. Yes. Thank you for keeping me company. So these are paint brush. So guys, you can see this. These are inlets. These are the things that are usually in the bathroom. Yes, for removing water. Yes. available, just in case I'm not in the shop. So what do you do when you wake up, when you go to work? So guys, we have this. This is magic press. Cannot check how much this one is. Magic bed. This is magic bed. This is the one that usually go behind the toilet. Yes, usually go behind the toilet. Welcome guys. So this is magic press. Welcome guys. So we are unboxing. Yes, we are unboxing. Got some stock yesterday. So that's what we are unboxing. So here we have like scraper. This is scraper. I don't know this how much. So this is less. I don't know whether you this is a scraper. And I'm labeling them just when I'm not like here. So how was your night? How was your night, guys? My night was good. I woke up well. How was your night, guys? How was your night, guys? And Friday like the video. welcome guys. Thank you for keeping me company. So this is Magic Flex, the one that I usually behind the toilet. Yes. Then we have these. These are what are they called? Testers. These are testers. These are electrical testers. Guys, these are electrical testers for electricians. And guys, if you need anything from my shop, you can call me on 0754 11 55 61. Yes, or you can WhatsApp me and I'll get back to you. So this is a PPR socket. Yes, this is a PPR socket. Yes. They are not written the price. It's not here. It's not in this. Yes. Oh, it's here. So I love to label them just in case I'm not like here. So guys, thank you for keeping me company. These people, I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what is this. This one I don't know. And then I have this one. This I don't know why they sold to me this one. It does not have a handle, so I have to like put a handle. This is a leg for like cleaning your compound. They sent it without a handle. They should have a handle. But I have sticks there. I'm going to get somebody to, because it has to have a handle. You cannot sell it like that. It will not help the customer. You have to make sure that you put a handle on it. Thank you guys. I hope your night was good. And you are saying that when you open your business, you have to make sure that you pray for your business. Don't just take things and like they happen just like that. You have to pray. We live in a very wicked world. You know, you and you hear you would rather sometimes you would rather like meet animals than people, because sometimes people they can be wicked. Yes, people they can be wicked, and sometimes you think humanity is supposed to show kindness, but sometimes so you have to be alert always, guys. You have to always play for yourself, pray for your business. Don't open your business and you continue like. Let me come closer and show you. This is the last item. So guys, this should be the last item. These are nuts for bed. Yes. Hope you are seeing it properly. Yes, we usually sell like in pairs, like this. And they come in different sizes. I have this size, and these are same size. I have this size, and I have a smaller size. Yes, so guys, anything that you would wish. Oh, I feel tired already. Anything that you'd wish from my shop, you can get it. Number is 0754115561. You can text me on WhatsApp, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And as we were saying, make sure that you pray for yourself always. If you do business, kindly make prayer your way of life. Make sure that you pray for yourself, pray for your business. Like there was another day I had just opened business, and another man came here. He was asking for 50 shillings, and if you're in Kenya, it's only I do not want to say it here, because there are some people when they borrow, you are left with question marks. Yes. But anyway, and he was telling me that any money you have, I gave him 50 shillings, but what I'm saying is, kindly always be alert, pray always, pray for your business. Like now, make sure that you pray for business, because things are not as you see always. You have to keep on being alert, yes. And also make sure that you tithe. If you don't, nowadays people, they are speaking against tithe, but me, make sure that you tithe. If you are a Christian. And before, like I let me give you the story. I was listening to this guy from Uganda, and he was saying that he was a witch, but he was delivered. And hello. So when he was in that kingdom, he started sharing that. He was sharing this story on YouTube. I could even like show you his YouTube channel, and he was saying that he was looking for, that they were looking for la weakness. Like for example, they look at me, they look at my family history. Like as like usually think like now I'm in my 40s, as we never see like beyond like 100 years, 200 years, maybe my grandparent, my grandparent, all my lineage. And the kingdom of darkness, when they look at my life, they look all my lineage, and they want to look for the weakness and for any weakness in my life. Like for example, like me, maybe I usually have a bitterness or anger. Yes, so they were saying that there was this church, and it was a very simple church. Herbal is in, especially for example when you are in Africa, you find churches, they are very poor financially, very humble church. But in the kingdom of darkness, they were doing big things. And so as I met, they started talking about that there is this church that is giving us so problems. And so they started trying to look at how they can like dismantle that church. And they were looking at individual people in that church. So there was a pastor, a young pastor, and then there were members. So as they were looking at the history of these people, they saw who had issues with her mother, and her mother had died. But this woman, as much as she was a Christian, she was born again, she was still harboring anger and bitterness. And so they saw a door. They saw a door, and they used that door of that woman, of that anger, of bitterness, even to destroy that church. And what the story that was encouraging me, they were talking about that pastor. He had just opened a church, and that pastor, because he was a young pastor, he don't have like a covering. Like when you feel like, for example, for young Christians, you feel like, now I'm powerful, I can do all these things, I don't need a covering. So he opened a church, but did not have a covering. And for me, coming in a place where people, they have been talking against tithing, at some time I was feeling like, even there was a time I was struggling even to tithe. I was fighting like I'm doing all these things and I'm struggling to tithe. So when that pastor was talking about covering, I remembered, God, my tithe can be my cover, guys. Your tithe can be your cover. So don't forget, through your tithe, even when you are not like able to pray for yourself, I know the pastor in your church will be praying, and that tithe will be like a point of contact. Because it's not all the time that you're able to pray, it's not all the time you're able to be like spiritually sound or spiritually alert. But when you have been tithing in a church, I know that pastor will be like your covering, and your tithe will be a place of contact. I know we're having so many things, so many doctrines, we're having so many people, they are saying so many things. But guys, if you are Christian, if you are a believer, never fail to tithe. Yes, never fail to tithe. Your tithe can your tithe can fight for you when you're not able like to tithe for you, because I know like our pastors, they are praying for you. Yes, guys. So that story, it's only that I'm not able like to tell it here. Maybe I could like, let me show you that pastor, and maybe you could check him out. Personally, I love to listen to such testimonies, because they grow you spiritually. And he's called Pastor Kayanja from, I don't know where I'll get it. Pastor Kay. He has really a very great testimony. And I love to listen to these guys. It's this one. I love to listening to them. They have really great testimonies. So if you like listen, you are going to be built spiritually. So guys, if you have a business, don't fail to. So I'll make sure I'll get it. I'll check it out, and then I'll put it in my comment. You can go check him out. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging here. Thank you even for spending your morning with me. I hope you got something, and I would wish, if you get like blessed, or you get an encouragement, you can maybe tell me in the comment section. So have yourself a beautiful day. Thank you for hanging here. Yes, thank you. God bless you.